On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They have been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. They were all over it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him. But there's got to be a plan, because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's got it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Powers inside. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Caught by Williams on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Leaves it in his belly. Pass to 6. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Williams on the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Hits inside. It's Peoples. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Going long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush is on. Intercepted, number 19. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That fumble in Frust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Williams. Looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a give to Washington. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bust through behind his pad.
when you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Husky. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Sowell. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that, with those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down. Very brave play there by the slot receiver.
Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. On target over the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cradles it at the 35. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's a give to Washington. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, here's Washington. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Look out! Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Cut there. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. They'll go with Washington. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had it back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
A run for the quarterback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Williams fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Beck. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Peoples. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under pressure. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fresh center down's going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 23 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's Cincinnati with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Play fake, Williams. He'll get rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
As a defender, you always want the interception. You want the big play. But I love it when guys go, and you can tell they're trying to back the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Release to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll give it to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Here's Williams to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Williams. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Third down from the gun, Williams. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They put the brakes on it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Keeping his eyes downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Keeps it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Play action on first down. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Here's Peoples one more time. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard. Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Beck. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Not a chance. Missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Play action with Williams. Out wide left, it's Moss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Williams from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Here comes the offense onto the field again. On the move. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Here's a give to Washington. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Williams on the play fake. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw, wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. On the return, it's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Looking down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
You know, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quick give. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Making the adjustment on the play. Williams to throw for it on fourth. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. Rush right in his face. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on first down from the 28. Running behind that left side. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Play fake, Williams. Moving to his left. He'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Husky! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
It through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop. The